So what's it been like here in Iran? You know, as an American journalist, it's been a fascinating experience. You know, I'd been to Iran once before, to the free trade zone of Kish, and been amazed at that time by just the incredible generosity and hospitality of the individual people we met. And here in Tehran, it was the same. I mean, people that we met on the street who would talk to us were very gracious, very kind, and frankly, they wanted to tell their story. And it was very courageous in many cases, because here in Tehran, you are under surveillance. There are formal, official police. Then there are people that the people here may recognize as what we would say undercover police, but a lot of them are with the supreme leader in some cases. There was one young man, I took this picture of a man who came up to us right after we had actually gotten off the plane. One of the first things we were doing, we went to film a piece of video you saw at a Samsung store. And we were filming there, and this young man came over and demanded our papers, wanted to see them, and we had to produce this paper that we had with all of our permissions, and it took 10 or 15 minutes of time just to have that. And immediately after that happens, you have to leave and go someplace else, because these situations can spiral rather quickly. And that happened in a lot of other places. When we were talking to women at a bazaar, when we were at a mall filming, some of these people, as I said, officials, some of them were self-appointed, people who just wanted to take it upon themselves to watch, either because they wanted to or because they were afraid that if they didn't, they might get in trouble themselves. So the people that wanted to speak were courageous, and they really wanted to tell their stories, and we want to thank them and just tell all of you how courageous they were and how full of hospitality. There's one story I just want to tell you before we leave tonight, and that was one young man that we met. He was frankly fervent and a little bit angry at the United States and Iran, because he wanted to get a visa to the United States. That's desperately what he wanted. He couldn't understand why the U.S. wouldn't give it to him, and that had turned into anger. But there was one moment where sort of, I don't know, some sort of essence of him came through, at least it felt to me. He was so young, and he was wearing rollerblades, probably 20 years old. We said, "Why are you wearing rollerblades?" And he said, "I'm wearing rollerblades, and I wear them every minute of every day, and it's how I go everywhere, because it's the only freedom that I have." And it was just a moment that really will stay with me. Thank you so much for watching our coverage here of the past 2 days, and for watching the Iranian elections, which have been such an amazing experience to cover. We'll see you back in New York.